everyone, my name is Jennifer Terri. I'm with Philippine Travel Updates. In this video, this is for foreign tourists. This is like your immigration 101 to the Philippines. We'll talk about the ways to enter the country, what are the options, visa-free, visa applications, how to extend your stay here in the Philippines up to 3 years, and how to do it. Let's go ahead with your foreign tourist for immigration. This is a 101. So the good thing is that the Philippines has been open since February 10, 2022, and we're not closing again. As long as you're fully vaccinated, you may enter the country without quarantine. If you have a booster, no quarantine, no testing is needed. However, unvaccinated foreigners is still not allowed. Only Cebu International Airport accepts unvaccinated foreigners. So I would suggest for unvaccinated foreigners who would like to visit the Philippines to choose Cebu as your port of entry and consider booking your flights with, let's say, Singapore Airlines, Jin Air, Korean Air. Another good thing is that insurance is also not a requirement whether you're staying here or you're extending your visa. Insurance is not required ever since May 30 when the IATF lifted that requirement for foreign visitors. Now, there are two ways to enter the Philippines. You may enter visa-free or you may enter through a 9A visa. A 9A visa is a tourist visa in the Philippines which can be applied at the Philippine embassies or consulates abroad. Now, who can enter the country visa-free? There's EO 408, Balikbayan privilege, and bilateral agreements. Let's start with Executive Order number 408, this which most of you would be under. So if you are a national of a country that is under this EO 408, you may enter the Philippines visa-free. Thanks to then President Carlos P. Garcia for signing this executive order, he placed the Philippines competitively in the international tourism scene. Now, if you are an American, a Canadian, let's say a Belgium national, a Malaysian, an Irish national, passport holders, then you can enter the Philippines visa-free. These are the countries that are under the visa-free entry in the Philippines. Germans can enter visa-free, Mexicans, Greeks, Kuwaiti nationals, Russians, Thai, New Zealanders, Nigerians, Slovenians, Portuguese, they can enter the Philippines visa-free. Nepalese, of course, United States of America is there, UK, the Great Britain and Northern Ireland, Saudi Arabia, Peru, Panama, Poland, Vatican. Most countries are there. And how long can nationals under these EO 408 stay in the country? Well, nationals under EO 408 may enter the Philippines visa-free and stay for 30 days. Our neighbor is doing karaoke. I hope you don't hear it. Let's continue. Now, I want to stay in the Philippines more than 30 days, visa-free, that I am allowed. Should I get a visa from the embassy? Good question. The answer is, you may either do the following. 1. Apply for a 9A visa at our embassy for a maximum stay of 59 days. Or, apply to extend your stay directly with the Bureau of Immigration while already in the Philippines and prior to the expiration of your 30 days visa-free stay. If you were going to ask me, I would rather enter visa-free and extend my stay here in the Philippines. I think this is easier. Applying for a 9A visa, you will have to send your passport through mail. Yeah, I'm not comfortable with that, sorry. But hey, that's your two options. Either 9A visa or enter visa-free. Next question. I am entering the Philippines visa-free and have a return ticket 2 months after arrival in the Philippines, but immigration requires a ticket of not more than 30 days. Now, should I rebook my return ticket? Not necessarily. Rebooking your ticket you may have to pay extra fees or pay fare difference. It can be a hassle. For those who want to enter visa-free but plans to stay more than 30 days, I would suggest availing or buying a rent-a-ticket option through onwardticket.com. This is only $40. It will save you a lot of money. It's very convenient. You will be issued a valid ticket for 48 hours. You can even check it with the airline's website. It will show. So onwardticket.com/Jennifer. This is an affiliate link. I earn some, probably 10 cents every purchase. Even if I weren't affiliated with them, I would still recommend them. Hundreds of foreigners entered through rent a ticket option. It has saved them heaps of dollars and convenience, really. Next question. Can the EO visa-free entry be availed only once a year? Oh no, you entered the Philippines last January. Now you want to visit again in December. Can you still enter visa-free? Yes, visa-free entry can be availed every time you enter the Philippines and not only once a year. You avail it every time you enter. Now let's talk about other visa-free options. Before we get into that, please consider subscribing to the channel. If you haven't, I do Philippine travel updates. I've got your back, whatever the changes there is in travel, immigration, or even Philippine in general. Alright, what is the Balikbayan privilege? So Balikbayan privilege, those who are admitted as Balikbayans are given an initial stay of 1 year, visa-free entry and stay in the Philippines with no payment. This is absolutely free. But who are covered by the Balikbayan privilege? Balikbayan privilege visa-free entry of stay in 1 year are extended to former Filipinos, for Filipinos who have been naturalized as a foreign citizen in another country. Let's say a Filipina got married to an American, became an American citizen, wanted to visit the Philippines, they can avail Balikbayan privilege. While accompanying family members of Filipino or former Filipinos can also avail the Balikbayan privilege, the spouse and the children, as long as they travel with their Filipino parent or spouse. And they are under Executive Order 408. You remember the countries I have shown earlier? As long as you are a visa-free country, then you can also avail Balikbayan privilege if you travel with your Filipino spouse or your Filipino parent. Question, Jennifer, I'm a foreign parent of a Filipino. Can I avail Balikbayan privilege? No. Only the spouse and the children. Next question, what do Balikbayans need to avail the Balikbayan privilege? For former Filipinos, they need to bring their old Filipino passport or either their Philippine birth certificate. For the foreign spouse, the marriage certificate. For the child, a birth certificate. This is proof of filiation. Okay, if you have it, bring it. And be nice to the officer to ask for the Balikbayan stamp upon arrival. Just smile and say, I'm a Balikbayan, and they know what you're talking about. You want to avail the visa-free entry and stay for 1 year. Next question, can the Balikbayan privilege be availed only once a year? The answer is given to us by the Embassy of the Philippines in Canada and the Immigration. According to the Bureau of Immigration, the Balikbayan privilege can be availed by the foreign member of a Balikbayan's family every time they enter the Philippines, with a Balikbayan, former Filipino, or dual citizen, and not only once a year. Okay, this is not a once a year thing. Every time you enter, as long as you are eligible, then you can avail it every time you enter. Next up for visa-free entry is bilateral agreements. So visa-free entry is also extended to Brazilian and Israeli passport holders. They may enter the Philippines visa-free and stay here for 59 days, while Hong Kong and Macau nationals may enter visa-free for 14 days. While Indian nationals are normally visa required. However, if they hold a valid or unexpired Japanese, Australian or Canadian, Schengen or Singapore or UK or US visa, they may enter visa-free. In summary, this is the 3 visa-free options for foreigners: EO 408, Balikbayan privilege, and bilateral agreements. Question, who must have a visa prior to traveling to the Philippines then, Jennifer? Well, nationals who are not covered by the EO 408 nor by bilateral agreements. So for example, visa-required nationals, Afghanistan, Albanians, Armenians, Chinese nationals, Bangladeshis, Egyptians, Indians, Iranians, Iraqis, Nauru, Nigerians, Montenegro, Serbians, Sri Lankans. They must have a visa before they can travel to the Philippines. And this visa is a 9A visa, a tourist visa. You have to check the Philippine Embassy or consulate website for requirements and process on how to apply for this 9A visa. So check the website po of Philippine Embassy if you want a visa prior to traveling. Now, I think you're ready. The next topic will be about extending your stay in the Philippines. Foreigners are easy prey for scammers and fixers and corrupt immigration officials. Don't be a prey. Let's learn about what are the rules. So let's start with, how long can I stay in the Philippines? Now, we already talked about, if you entered visa-free, you can stay for 30 days. If you availed Balikbayan privilege, you can stay for 1 year. But in total, if you are visa-free national, you can stay here for 3 years. While visa-required nationals who entered under a 9A visa can stay here for 2 years. Yes, the Philippines makes it so easy for foreigners to stay here long-term. The only thing you need to do is extend your stay at the Bureau of Immigration. So this is the process. You enter visa-free. The first extension would be 29 days. Next extension would be 1 month or 2 months or 6 months, depending on your status and on the immigration office. The 6 months extension is called long stay visitor visa extension. This is not available in all immigration offices, right? This long stay visitor visa extension sometimes is only given to foreigners married to Filipinas, while other offices give it to anyone. I've asked some foreigners, and Michael, who is one of our subscribers, hi Michael, said he was able to extend his stay for 6 months in Naga City, while another traveler, another one of our subscribers, said he was able to extend for 6 months in SM Aura BGC, Taguig City. So let's say you go to an immigration office and you wanted to avail 6 months extension, and they won't give it to you, then try with another office. Okay? How to extend? It's simply walk in at an immigration office. So I'll give you the list of all the immigration offices in the country. They're spread out from Luzon to Mindanao. There's in Angeles, Apari, Bacolod, Baguio, Balabac. They are everywhere, guys. Even here in Mindanao, we have in Davao, we have in Jensan. Another option is that if, let's say, you feel like extending your visa at an immigration office is such a hassle, then you can pay an accredited agency to extend your visa for you. This is the list of accredited agency issued by the Bureau of Immigration. Don't contact somebody on Facebook you don't know. Check out this list so you can know whether that agency is accredited. Okay, only deal with accredited agencies. What I like about this list, it has the name of the agency, the name of the officer representative, their contact number, their address, and their email address. Avoid fixers, avoid paying corrupt immigration officials or officers. Go through the accredited agency or do it yourself at an immigration office. So that is all about Immigration 101. The big thing is every time you enter, you can avail the visa-free entry, whether that's EO 408 or Balikbayan privilege, and you can stay here for 3 years if you are under the EO 408. We make it so easy for foreigners to stay long-term in the country. I think this is one of our biggest advantages from our competition, Thailand. When you are extending your stay here as a tourist, the only requirement is your passport and some cash. You will have to also apply the iCard. They will give you the instructions there. Don't worry about it. And that iCard can be used to open a bank account in the Philippines. So it's easy to extend your stay. It's easy to do it yourself. If you don't avail express lane, you may save some money. 1,000 pesos. If you have any questions, comment down below. I may make a Q&A about this topic. It's such an important topic, especially for foreigners. So I think we can expand on this. I'll see you guys, and don't forget to like this video, share it to anyone who wants to know about Philippine immigration rules for foreign tourists. God bless you all and stay safe.